7 indicators that a narcissistic person is fully aware of what they're doing. A question a lot of people ask is a narcissistic person aware? There's various reasons why people ask this. However, the answer isn't that straightforward, as there'll be some narcissistic people out there that are fully aware of what they are doing, and there'll be those other narcissistic people out there that have no clue that their behaviour is in the wrong. They just believe other people's perceptions of their behaviour is in the wrong. With both, they lack the empathy to care for how their behaviour affects you. We can never truly, at this stage in time, be fully aware of what is going off in somebody else's head. We can just go on their patterns of behaviour to draw conclusions of what potentially could be going off in their head. So when it comes to a narcissistic person, they have a very persuasive pattern of grandiosity, of a lack of empathy, of exploitative behaviour, that sense of entitlement. And while some are completely oblivious that their behaviour is in the wrong, because usually the more grandiose, the more overt narcissist, the more in your face a narcissist is oblivious, because they have built that world around them, that reality around them. They've got enough enablers and flying monkeys to back them up that they believe their behaviour is right, or they've placed that much fear into others that others just agree with them. So although there are some grandiose or overt narcissists that are fully aware, there are also many who are not aware. The covert narcissist, the vulnerable, fragile narcissist, might not be aware that their behaviour is wrong. They might just be afraid of other people's perceptions of their behaviour. However, more likely than not, these are the ones that are a little bit more aware that their behaviour is in the wrong, because they go to so many extremes to hide their behaviour. So when they've got that deceptive character, their ability to construct a character to serve the person around them, their ability to be exactly who the person they are with would like them to be, the carefully crafted facade of charismatic charm and fake empathy to those around them. When you have that narcissistic parent, you can have a narcissistic parent who is arrogant enough to be themselves no matter who they are around. And then you can have that narcissistic parent who will shift how they are outside the family home compared to inside the family home. That narcissist that will be the life and the soul of the party when everyone is around, and then grumpy and sulky and talking badly of everybody when everybody has left. So those who have a different character depending on who they are around. Now, people can adapt who they are around another person in order to not offend, hurt or upset another person. Their intentions are coming from a good place. A narcissistic person adapts who they are to deceive another person, to exploit them. The covert emotional manipulation, skillfully exploiting the vulnerabilities and the weaknesses of those around them, guilt tripping, placing that fear and obligation, creating the obligation, doing things for others so that they can use it against them as leverage to get something in return. When they go all out to rule people through fear, obligation and guilt, there's a chance that they are aware of their exploitative behaviour. With some, they're not. They just lack the empathy to care. The selective empathy. So in public, in front of a certain audience, They can be very empathetic towards people, yet behind closed doors they're very cold-hearted. And anything that they were empathizing with in front of a group of people, when you're then on a one-on-one situation with them, they're completely talking badly about that other person, how that person should just suck it up. Again, that shift in personality depending on who they are around. And you often find a narcissist usually has one person that they will be themselves around, whether they are aware of their behaviour or not. Gaslighting and mind games. Plenty of narcissists are unaware that they are gaslighting. Many might not be aware that they're gaslighting, but they are aware that they are shifting the facts. Some have rewritten it in their mind that they've just got no clue. It's their narrative, it's their reality, and that's what works for them. The covert wants to manipulate your perception of reality to get you to question your memory, your intuition, your sanity. And with many, it is a conscious decision to deceive people so that they can avoid any form of responsibility. So a narcissistic parent will up and leave their children. They'll play so many psychological mind games. They'll fail to show up on time. They'll put them in danger in some way. And when the other parent takes action, they suddenly get offended and claim that the other parent is bitter and jealous and envious and won't allow them to see their children. And as this can happen, a narcissistic parent can stop the non-narcissistic parent from seeing their children. It's difficult to see which person is telling the truth, which is why if you're not informed on the situation, the best thing you can do is put out of the situation. But you'll often notice the genuine person is constantly questioning whether or not they're doing the right thing. The non-genuine person is playing the victim of how it's all somebody else's fault. Lack of remorse, lack of accountability, lack of responsibility. There's no remorse, no acknowledgement to the pain that they cause you. A narcissist will stand there and watch you cry with a glint in their eye, a smirk on their face over the pain they've caused you and expect you to apologise to them. Any wrongdoing they will deliberately deny, forget. They will shift the blame, deflect the blame onto somebody else in order to protect themselves. So on some level of awareness, they know that another person's perception could negatively impact them. So they're going to deny or deflect in order to get away with their behaviour. A remarkable proficiency in manipulation, psychological manipulation of others. They are the experts at altering people's beliefs and values to suit their narrative. They are the experts of triangulation and playing the victim and gaslighting and projecting and blame shifting, and it suggests often that there is calculated intent in there. We can all project the insecurities that we're not aware of, and we might not be aware that we are doing this. However, when we are, we then adapt to change ourselves and improve ourselves, whereas a narcissistic person will just blame somebody else, shame somebody else. They don't take responsibility for their behaviour. And that selective memory, where they will remember things that suit them that perhaps didn't even happen and forget things that suit them that did happen, part of their gaslighting. Yet you'll notice when it benefits them, they can remember it. When it doesn't benefit them, they've suddenly forgotten all about it. But yet then in a different situation, when it benefits them, they remember it all over again. And maintaining the image that they sell to those around them. The narrative that they sell to those around them depend on the values and the beliefs of the narrative of those around them. So they will morph into whoever you think they should be or want them to be when they want something from you or when they want to get away with something. Then when they revert back to who they are, they blame you for that shift, and you question where the person who was lying to you went. They want to get it so that other people perceive them favourably. So while there are many narcissistic people that are unaware of their behaviour, there are just as many who are completely aware of their behaviour, and this video is just a few indicators that they could be aware of the behaviour. It doesn't necessarily mean they are. If anyone has any thoughts on this video, please add them into the comments for people reading through. Thank you very much to all the returning subscribers and your continued support with the channel. It's greatly appreciated. If you are new to the channel, I'm Elizabeth Shaw. This channel is all about narcissistic behaviour, to give you more understanding of the people you might be dealing with within your life, how to handle yourself around those people if you cannot go no contact, and different methods to find what works for you to help you understand and overcome narcissistic and emotional abuse. If you do find the information helpful on the channel, please do subscribe. If you are looking for further help and support in understanding and overcoming narcissistic and emotional abuse, I do have several online guides available, and those teachable links are in the video description. If you're looking for someone to speak to, I have partnered with BetterHelp, and their sponsor link is in the video description. I do also have a couple of books out on Amazon: a Narcissists Handbook, which is the ultimate guide to understanding and overcoming narcissistic and emotional abuse, and 15 rules to deal with narcissistic people if you cannot go no contact. Go out there and create the day that you deserve, because you do deserve to have an amazing day. Bye.